I think I should go last. However, before we start, I would like to say that it is going to be so nice not having to mention the point guard in Atlanta, he who will not be named this episode. Thank the Lord. I am happy. Whoever wants to start.
I will say he
Houston.
was my number 6. He didn't make my top 5, but he was my number 6.
He wasn't even considered.
Trust me, I know he wasn't considered for you. Austin, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You go ahead.
Okay, so I went with a bit of a homer pick here. And my list was based on impact of the team and how much they affect the game as a team player. There's one exception to that, and we will get into that. But so for number 5, my 5th player I would want to build around would actually be Tyrese Halliburton. And the reason is it's rare to have a guy averaging 20 points while leading the league in assists with decent shooting splits. So he's a prototypical floor general, right? And I think that that's the easiest player to build around. He does have some gaps in his defensive game, but those should come as he gets older. The playmaking, obviously, there. He's one of the best passers in the NBA right now. He's one of the best creators in the NBA right now. Not that hard to build a team around him. You can throw really any combination of Pacers players around him, and that team has a shot to win. The easiest way to see this is when you go back to when he was out and the Pacers went on that 10-game losing streak, and then immediately he came back and they're back winning. So based on that, I would want to build a team around Tyrese Halliburton. I think that he would be one of the easier players to build around because you just have to surround him with players. It doesn't have to be specialists. It's just players. He will make those players better. So, yeah, Tyrese Halliburton, my number 5.
We're starting at 5. Oh, this is going to get really awkward really fast.
Why are you're not starting at 5?
Oh, well, I guess I will now.
You were gonna do a count up?
Yes.
Why?
You'll find out why. So, I guess I'll go next.
No. Oh
I guess
no.
I'll go next.
Oh no. I know
guess-
why he's starting at 5, or why he was starting at 1.
So, the way I made this list is you said if you were a GM. Okay, so I don't know. I am not experienced. I am not versed. So what I valued is versatility, either to play multiple positions, to do multiple things. I also valued championship experience because I do not have that. And as a mad scientist, I would want people who would make it easier for me to experiment and fail, but I also want to be in the running for a championship if I succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is Luka Doncic.
Oh my god.
So the things that made Luka fall for me were the defensive liability that we've seen to this point, the lack of experience in finals. Granted, he has a Western Conference appearance, and overall not knowing how exactly I would do it. And you would think it would be easy. And I know a lot of people will think it's easy, but when I thought about it, when I thought of what I would have to do, how much creativity I would be allowed, I didn't see it. But he's a great player. If this isn't, so I know this that you're gonna probably go on an hour-long diatribe about this. This is not who the best player in the NBA currently is for me. This is who I personally would want to build around. And with the information I have and how I kind of gauge this, he was my 5th one.
No, so here's my issue with that, right?
Yep.
So it's one word. It's one word. I'm going to serve you a slice of pie, okay?
Yep.
PIE, player impact rating.
Yep.
Okay? So player impact or player impact estimate is a metric that is used to gauge players, and it's every.
I'm sure he's number one.
He is
Him
number
or-
2.
Him
He
or
is number
Jokic.
2. And Jokic is number 1. You are absolutely correct. This is the overall impact this player has on the game.
Yes.
Luka is number 2.
Yes.
I don't see how you could possibly not see him as a player to be in that top 3. You can make an argument for the top 2, sure. But you're talking about a guy who, no matter what you're asking him to do based on this metric, which shows everything, is the second best player in the NBA. And he's also 23 years old.
Yeah. No, he's great.
I'm interested to see the rest of your list. That's all I'm saying.
I told you this was going to be a hot take list.
Austin, save me. Have a decent 5.
My 5th is Ja Morant.
Okay. Talk me through it.
So, and the way that I did my list, I didn't look at any stats. I don't care about stats. I looked at what their impact would be on a team mentality and how that would look on the court. So for Ja, he's an athletic monster. He's going to pair great with having some shooters around him, especially when he gets those forced double teams.
Mm-hmm.
That's just going to open it up. That's what I want. He's electric. He's explosive. He'll bring that momentum to a game that you need.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why he's my 5.
I completely agree with everything there. Ja's a little higher for me. He is on my list, though, but I will get to him when I get to him. But I think that I like the way you're grading, Austin. Like, that's... It's not based on stats. Sure, I can see that, because realistically, certain players are going to perform better than their statistics are saying. We say eye test, right?
Fair.
That said, there are certain players that metrically and eye test pass with flying colors. Just... I'm still trying to comprehend Luka at 5. I'm sorry. It just, like, I want to save everything for when I do my Luka, but, like, I just want to tear this dude apart right now.
Go for it. Do it right now,
No.
man.
I need to save it, because I have Luka on my list.
Well, so did I.
No, I know you did. I know you did, because you told me as your first freaking pick.
Uh-huh.
We'll come back to Luka. We will come back to Luka.
Looking at my list,